So alongside the excellent X5, Mifa also sent me this to review and also a sneak peek. I've been testing their new Bluetooth speaker for close to a month now, so definitely subscribe for that next week. TLDR for the Mifa X3, I think it's a good earbuds if you like bass that doesn't muddy out all the vocals, and also it has a good mic for calls and online meetings these days. But it's more expensive than X5 at $30 and it drops the USB-C and some important controls. Although now it has a battery indicator. But coming from the excellent X5, this is a bit of a weird situation which we'll discuss more in this video. So without further ado, let's get started right now. Selamat pagi! Good morning everyone, Kenneth here, and today we are going to talk about the Mifa X3. And the first thing I want to tell you is, if you take a look at their website, they mention master-slave connection, which is a bad sign of an old tech. But fortunately, that is not the case. These are dual mode, so you can pick whichever side you want. Use one or use two, they will connect seamlessly. And also, to be fully transparent, this is provided by Mifa, but all the opinions said here are my own opinion. I really appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe if you want to support what I do here, and you should do so because I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm talking straight to the most important thing, the sound quality. Retailing at $30, I tried to compare this to other similarly priced earbuds. Now, if you've been following the channel, most of the earbuds I got have been pretty balanced, and some even is very focused on the treble, like the KZS1, Transmart Spunky Beat. So honestly, I don't have that much recommendation if someone asks me, what should I get for bass? Now, this fills perfectly in that space. It also gets louder than Halos or Transmart, so it shouldn't be a complaint point. But while I do enjoy bass, bear in mind that it is not my preferred sound signature. I tend to side towards crisp and clear vocals, but that's not saying that this is bad. It's not even muddy, it's nowhere near that. But when asked, I'll pick the Halo GT1 Plus, Spunky Beat, KZ, or heck, even the Mifa X5 because it's lighter on bass and has ever so slightly better vocals. But I mean, both of these sounded very similar when I try to compare this. This just sounded much fuller on the bass. So now you know my preference. That actually happens only when I'm switching between this back and forth with the other earbuds I'm comparing it to, especially on my first listen. But then I got used to the sound here, and then when I only carry this for the day, I have no complaints at all. I actually started to appreciate the bass when the music calls for it. EDM songs, that's very nice to listen to, and even pop songs like this Greatest Show, the bass is pretty nicely done. It's a bit let loose, but it's not too overwhelming. And most importantly, the bass increase is noticeable enough even if you are coming from something like the Halo T15, for example, that has plenty bass in the first place already. So it's noticeable, it's an upgrade in the bass side. Lastly, compared to real bass heavy earbuds like the Tissot i6, the vocals here is much more acceptable to me, with good separation and soundstage, and I think it appeals to a broader audience than those really bass heavy ones. So if you like a slightly warmer sound, pumped up bass, this could be for you. Now, let's move on to the next one, the build quality and fit. Let's start by talking about this case. It is different. I totally didn't expect it to be this wide, but it is thin, so it will fit pockets very well. And inside is a pretty respectable 430 mAh battery with 40 mAh in each earbuds. Mifa claims 5 hours of music play time, and in my testing it holds up to the claim. And with the case, the whole thing could last up to a week. Do visit my Twitter @testedbyken for the details, link down in the description. Now, back into the case. Every time I handle it, something felt different. Maybe it's just me, but the glossy texture used all around the case makes it look and feel better than the matte textured ones. But just like the X5, scratch marks and oil will be your enemy. All that said, there are some interesting decisions going on here. Like, why would you use a micro USB port where your cheaper product already uses USB-C? And why the 4 LEDs in the front don't all display the battery, but instead only 2 in the center blinks? 4 times means it's full, 3 times it's 70%, and so on. The left and rightmost LED is an indicator that the earbuds inside are charging. Fortunately, there's a button here to check the battery, which is pretty handy. Opening the case, the lid is what makes it feel like a $30 product. Maybe it's just my case, but I always feel like there's an imperfect cut or slightly off connection on the hinge here that kind of fights me when I try to open the case. And also, the lid won't stay open if you tilt it more than 45 degrees. Come on, take a look here, 45, and there you go. So overall build, it's okay. Now, when taking the earbuds out, so far for an earbuds with stem like this, I think the best design is on the Pamu. They put the right side on the left, so when I try to take it out, I just take it and go straight into putting it in my ear. If I'm done, I can just take the earbuds, put it back into the case, that's it. But here, just like many other stem design earbuds, I need to take the earbuds out from the ear tip side and carefully twist it and then wear it. And then when I want to put it back, I have to, carefully twist my arm like that, and then I can put it inside. Why I didn't take it from the stem side, you might ask? That's because the touch control is there, and because the earbuds are turned on the moment you open the case, you might accidentally trigger the touch, and it could end a phone call like I did in the call test later. Anyway, onto the earbuds. It's built just as well as the Mifa X5, including the metal mesh inside, so you don't have to worry when cleaning the earbuds. It's really great to see at this price. The fit though, I had to change to the largest ear tips here, and then it would fit me just fine with good isolation and good bass, but it's a bit different feeling from the usual Halo GT1 fit because it kind of funnels into your ear, and when you raise your eyebrows, these will get loose. All that said, I think it's good for day-to-day use, even for sports. Now, let's talk about the controls. This is another point of downgrade from the excellent X5. As you can see here, it doesn't have any volume control. And if you notice, it doesn't have any way to trigger voice assistant as well. I had to double check the manual book for this, and while it's not that big of a deal as the Xiaomi's, because I can still go to the next song or previous song pretty effortlessly, but this just left me wondering. Is this just a new revision to an old model? Because they surely didn't change much, if at all. The master-slave marketing you see on their website, micro USB port, no volume control, no voice assistant, these are just not the things that you do when you're designing something for 2020. Anyway, let's check out the latency test and the call test right now. Okay, welcome everyone to the call test. Currently you are listening to my iPhone 10 microphone about an arm's length away, and this is my normal talking voice. And also let's right now try out the Mifa X3, and this is going to be good because it uses a stem design, but I have to be careful because the touch is pretty sensitive. One tap ends the phone call, and also this, just like the Awe, the TSO turns the earbuds on and starts pairing to your phone right when you open the case. So let's try it out real quick here. Okay, and let's see how fast it pairs to the phone. I'm going to be very doing this. Actually, the touch control is on the top side here. So what you want to do is you just don't touch that part, especially when you are in the case here. You don't take from the top side, but you take from down here where your ear tips is. So handling that and
putting like this, and that's how you do it. Okay, so currently we are on the Mifa X3. What do you think of the sound quality? This is how it sounds indoors. Let's go ahead outside and check out how it sounds there. All right, so now Mifa X3 and we are now outdoors. So what do you think of the sound quality? We have the construction going there on the road. It's quite noisy, so see if you can hear my voice way clearer than that one. And let me go to this side because this one has wind blowing coming to my side. So can you hear the wind noise or can you not? And yeah, what do you think of the sound quality? I think from the interval test, this is one of the better ones that actually I have tested so far. I think in the future I will make a video for which wireless earbuds are the best for phone calls. Definitely subscribe for that, and that's gonna be it from the Mifa X3. Let's go back upstairs and we'll finish the video.
What do you think? Personally, I think the call test is pretty well done. It sounds fuller indoors than even the built-in microphone on my iPhone 10, and outdoors I couldn't hear the street noise at all. Just sometimes there will be dips in the volume, but overall I think it's pretty good. This is just the result that I expect from something with a STEM design. So yeah, in conclusion, I will recommend the Mifa X3 if you want something that can drive a good amount of bass and also if you want a good call quality. You'll have to put up with the controls and the quirky slim design of the case, but otherwise it performs pretty well for the price. Especially if you can find it at a discount, let's say 20 to 25 bucks, then absolutely, it'll be an even better deal. So now the answer for the question, which earbuds should I get for bass? I've tested and approved 3 choices in 2 different price ranges. First is Huawei T19 and this Mifa X3 for 30 bucks and the Pamu Slide Mini for 50 bucks. Remember, while I do have a Pamu Unique here, but the earbuds they use is the exact same thing as the Pamu Slide and Slide Mini. I'll have my Realme Earbuds Q review soon. That could also be good for bass, but let me know some more bass focused earbuds down in the comments below if you know more. So that's pretty much it for the video. I hope it helped. Don't hesitate to comment down below if you have more questions. I'm also available on Instagram and Twitter. I'll try my best to reply to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kenneth. I hope it helped, and I'll see you in the next one.